Right?
Okay, Barat's safe.
I mean, the Yutong as well as the Export both have been banned out for the side of Onic, so they got rid of the annoying matchups. So they're trying to set up for this Arla to actually go into the EXP sector. And I think, even for Asteris, they have a good read on this as well.
No Gwen coming in here. Lapu is going to be the way to go for Asteris, but Onic PH, still have options. Is this a jungle Arkai or a roam Arkai?
It's probably a
most
jungle
likely jungle, right? Let's hope Baratz is off the table. Like, they don't even need the Baratz this game.
I mean, they still can if they want to. They can put Baratz in the EXP sector, and then after that, Arla as your general roamer. But no, CC is still available, so they're going to go for that. It's a much better matchup, especially into the Lapu. More so that if somebody tries to run away and they stick too close to their tanks, you basically anchor them in the spot.
I think Minotaur and Fredrin getting anchored here isn't too big of an issue for Asteris, so I'm really surprised that Onic PH picked this up. But at the same time, if they latch on this Novaria, it is going to be a one-shot combo. Most likely for CC.
Yeah, most likely. They're almost guaranteed to die here. Then we get Roger as the very final pick here for the side of Asteris. Now, it's going to be interesting, right? Because Roger, he's got a lot of targets to execute. And the biggest issue right now is going to be on Kekadut, right? KK. Just to make sure that he doesn't get that space and is able to continuously disrupt the combos and chunk him out. Because the biggest resource for a Roger is his life total before he gets a Demon Hunter Sword. And that's even if he wants to go for the Demon Hunter Sword, right? He can still go for the Haas Claw if worse comes to worse. Has to play from range majority of the time. He
definitely needs those killing thresholds, right? Like, you kind of have to play this Roger similar to how this Mortis is, in a way where you wait for those right timings here, take advantage of the 50% health, and then just go in killing and take advantage of the killing spree, right? So if from that on point, it all comes down to whether or not Asteris is able to play towards this Roger strength, or gets completely shut down. Because if this Roger is not able to scale here, I'm pretty sure Onic PH is going to roll over this competition.
I think that Onic PH, I mean, we're assuming that they're going to be, never making a mistake, right? Well, we're assuming that Onic Philippines, with this lineup, should be able to execute at a high level. But if they whiffed any one of their abilities, right, I think there's definitely an opportunity that Asteris can look to punch back. And I think that's what I'm more worried about than anything else. How does the punch back actually look like? And more importantly, so with this composition opting to go, hey, we have the Arlot on our side, where are we going to invest the resources? And it looks like it's going to be towards the gold side of the map.
Well, speaking of which, seems like to start things off here, Onic PH will be on the slow slide in terms of wave clearly. I'm going to have the archive for now, but Asteris here doing a not too bad of a job here. But it seems like, based on what I'm seeing here, both sides, they are going to play this a little bit slow here. Asteris is going to be playing in a situation where they're going to be prioritizing on the gold lane a little bit more here. And Onic PH, they are going to try and invade a little bit greedy on bottom side here. James, not having the space that he's given here, he is going to try and contest the neutral objective with the Fredrin right now. He's dropping JH pretty low. They finally calling the back up here. He's very close to the 4, but I think he was able to steal the creep away. He's almost close to his level 4, whereas JH is a minion behind right now.
Yep, this is just lane priority, right? When CC is able to shove that lane harder and keep Lapu underneath his turret while still having that wave, that's the most ideal situation for Onic to start walking up and taking away camps close to this river. Oh, he's dead.
Oh no, he needs to get out. Oh my goodness. What a save. But at the same time here, KK. He is going to be in an awkward position here. I'm surprised Onic PH did not commit to this fight. They have the 4, but at the same time, very, very close call for Asteris to actually disengage of that fight.
Yeah, hopefully it starts working out for them sooner rather than later. They have to play a little defensively for the earlier stages of the game, and once they hit level 4, that's when we can expect Onic PH to really start amping up the gas. But in the meantime, Asteris, they just have to play it slow. They have to wait for Onic to make that very first move before FMM is able to find the big ult.
Oh, big ultimate here coming for FMM. Astro Echo comes in. James will secure a turtle, but Asteris is a little bit too slow to re-engage as well. The rest of the teammates not able to provide the backup they need. As right, Kami-san, as of yet, doesn't have the mana to actually prolong this fight, so not worth it. Take the 50-50 trade, but again, it is still a 1K lead for Onic PH right now.
Yep, and that's to be expected here, right? And more importantly, James, he's again a full level ahead of JH. And I think as time goes by, this is going to become a much more difficult to play early to mid game than Asteris would have liked to imagine because their jungler is falling behind. And there's no real means of getting him back ahead unless they make like an off-tempo play against Onic PH.
Yeah, and I feel like right now, Asteris, they're just playing a very, very safe game, whereas Onic PH is just getting a little bit greedy and they're winning off all these trades. But because of this play here, look at this, JHH is 1 level behind on James, and because of that, he's able to get, oh my goodness, did he steal it as well? Yes, he actually stole the orange buff, and slowly but surely, JH is not having the necessary farm to keep up against this Akai.
Yeah. Asteris, they're prioritizing making sure that their lanes are good. Chovy is going to send the rest of the members down, back in towards the top side of the map through the most safe path that he knows, not into the middle of the river, but making sure that it's close to the lane as possible. Roar just got his first item in that Wind Talker. It should help him out in clearing these waves to attend fights sooner rather than later. But you notice that both sides are very nervous to walk up, right? With no information on the map just yet. As soon as the Arlet shows himself down mid-side, that's when he's going to be confidently walking up.
Yeah, this is a very interesting play coming from Onic PH. Oh, okay, going for a little bit of preemptive measure, expecting Asteris to set up an ambush, but I would say Onic PH right now, they're just all about efficiency, right? Like, the previous series, it's all about, hey, Loy's divergence, setting up for ambushes. This game, it's all about making sure Lei Goodkid has the most efficient farm. Like, clear the mid lane, great. Now, top side, great. Can you outfarm the Roger? Right now, he's doing a pretty decent job here, but for now, Turtle comes in, JHH, looking for the play, 3v3. He's 4v4 here. Echo comes in, he beats, going for the pin here. James is going to pin him down, but he still gets the turtle, but he cannot drop the ultimate here, and they are going to be picked apart. They lose too. Bear goes in for primal form. He needs to get out. He's getting mowed down slowly but surely. And he is going to fall. Double kill for James, and Kanmi-san just not able to do anything at all.
Dang, that's sad. James had him pinned against the wall and still, Kekidu still trying. Still trying to find the play onto Kanmi-san. But at the end of the day, right, James, he should have been able to land that retry no problem. He had all the advantages on his side and even had Kekidu right on top of your boy JH, and he still managed to pull that retry. Regardless, it is still a losing game for Asteris with a 3K gold lead underneath Onic PH's belt right now, and Goodkid, he eventually is going to get that Trinity build. So as long as this laning phase, again, is nothing much is happening, he's not dying, he's not falling behind, and that's the best outcome from Onic.
Yeah, in terms of mobility and out-rotating right now as well, Onic PH is just out-rotating on every single front. Now, top side, they do send a Divergent on top. They get a very, very decent amount of chip on towards Roar, and they may be able to take a tier 1 up top as well. Goodkid does have the Blazing Duet. They have the Astro Echo. Scouts out 3 members, but nothing they can do. They're just securing the farm for Raw once again. But Lei, look at Lei. It's just, I don't care. They're not coming. It's okay. I am going to try and threaten this Roger as much as I can. And he actually has the capabilities to do so right now.
Yeah, I think at this point, Onic PH, they're going to start backing off, right? Because look at that bot side, all right? They already have a good slow push. A good amount of EXP is lost by Bear because of that, because he has to respond to the mid lane and match up with Dur. He can't fall too far behind him, and he needs to make sure he's within eyesight, or at least line of sight, so that he can participate in these upcoming fights. We look at the items so far, and it's not going especially well. We would like to believe that, at least for the side of Asteris, that Bear is significantly ahead, but he's only 500 gold ahead of Dur.
Yeah, but speaking of 500 gold, I feel like it may not mean much, but in this fight up, especially for junglers, it is going to be huge, because right now, JHH is going to be mowed down again. What?
Gets it again.
He still gets it again. A sick retribution. Minor Rage connects on 2. They made the blunder. Finally, Asteris turns the tide. And Onic PH gets punished heavily for this as well. But meanwhile, top side tier 1 will be taken down as well. So Onic PH, they get the space that they need on both the side lanes. So still, may not be the end of the world, but it does give Asteris a little bit of hope here. But Troy, ooh, okay.
Chovy, he comes in by himself here, really scaring away the members of Asteris. They recognize that even during these team fights, it's still up to them that they are the ones that counter-engage Onic PH and not the other way around. I think that Asteris, the fact that JH was able to steal both those turtles is pretty huge for him specifically, because now he's catching up in terms of farm, right? He's still a level behind James Pong, but at the moment, he's been doing his job pretty well, and I think that for Asteris, they're going to eventually scale to the later stages of the game, and Roar is going to lose his relevance much sooner in comparison to Lay Good Kid, who's about to finish the Trinity build.
Yeah, and now Onic PH here, they're doing a little bit decent pressure down middle here. This turret will take a little bit chip damage, but JHH, he is going to be in the spot here. He's one level behind, but he's going to force a Retributor here. Damage poking on James, but it doesn't matter because Onic, they've got a lot of space. All they got to do is just wait for a mistake. In this case, getting a catch onto Kami-san is huge for them.
It looks like they want to go on to
Oh, okay,
CC.
fine. Nope, never mind. They're jumping on the Minotaur here. CC comes in there. He's going to buy a little bit more time. He does have the Vengeance to play a proc as well. Divergent comes in, connects on two-man catch. They cannot escape. And now the Roger wants to run away, but he's linked to the big fat jungler. Oh boy.
Nicely played. Nicely played by Onic. Really good response. Instantly, as soon as the flank has been identified, we see an instant turnaround here by Dur, dropping his ult to lock 2 down, but making sure that he's not walking away too far to deter Asteris from picking up that kill. Diversion once again, this time in towards that mid lane. They still haven't cracked open that tier 1, and that would be great for Onic PH to take that 4.5k lead and 2x it.
Yeah, now Lord comes in. No, half HP, no jungler available. It's going to be easy one coming from Onic PH here. Asteris, what's the game plan right here? Because as of now, they've just been playing defense after defense after defense. And there hasn't been an oppressive play so far, and this Roger is just not having it for Asteris right now.
Well, I think as of right now, they're waiting for the heavy spin as well as the final slash to come out. Those are the two main ultimates they're keeping an eye out for, because once those are gone, it allows Asteris to actually, you know, disrespectfully reclaim space and start winning out fights because of that. So that's what we're waiting to see. Asteris is trying to bait Onic PH into a winning scenario where they use their heavy spin as well as their final slash aggressively so that Asteris is able to turn things around. Because their main win condition for Onic PH is to catch them clumped up together. So if they don't have their two main resources to kind of corral them, then Asteris has a much better counter-engage with the Minoan Fury.
No, at the same time here, it is going to be a little bit difficult considering that James Pong is there to disrupt the fight. Great link coming in from Dur, but at the same time, it will force Asteris to give up space. So top side is going to be the next POI as Dur is going to mow him down. So very, very easy opening as well. Lord still crawling their way, very perfectly synced for Onic PH here. But at the same time, Divergent comes in. Where they could be dropping here? They dropped our bottom directly on top of the Roger. Nothing he can do. Instant drop, instant melt. Too late to retaliate. Now the Lord also going to be mowing down on towards the tier 3s, but still great defense from Asteris for now. They lose only one, but can they hold on? Onic PH now. Could be focusing on the bottom side here. Heavy spin comes in, Bear flickers out. He's gonna be A-OK. Tier 3 will fall. They take it out. But now Asteris, they do not want to give this away for free. They want to fight it back. Hikidon finishing all the helps here. Lay Good with the blazing threat. Almost catches can be Sun. But they were able to get out. Wow.
I think Onic PH has got this in the bag, right? They've got the bottom tier. They got the bottom inhibitor. They're able to get all battle spells from everybody from the side of Asteris, and they didn't even lose a single member in the process. Gold leaderboard, yep, as expected. Lay Good Kid is really far ahead.
Lay Good Kid is just having so much farm throughout this man. Like, he's been given so much space.
Big sad moments. Gold later moments right there. Top 10 for sure.
He thought he was a jungler.
I'm just waiting for the Watch Mojo video. Top 10 relatable gold lane moments. You miss out last hitting your buff. You're forced to walk back to it.
The walk of shame.
The walk of shame. Top 10 by Mojo. Looking at the items, right? I mean, it tells us exactly what they want to do. Trinity build plus a situational item in that Winsome Nature already completed from the side of Lay Good Kid. It's very difficult for him to go down at this stage of the game, especially... Wait, he opted to go for Sprint as well, so he can easily run down that backline, but... Keep in mind, Rar, right now he's got 3 items. He's got the Malefic Roar and especially the Endless Battle, both of which really helps the build find that lethal killing blow at the end. But this is under the assumption that Onic Philippines is below 50%.
Yeah.
And unless...
That's also under the assumption he doesn't get completely nosedive to the Divergent, right? Like,
I mean,
instantly comes in, wait, what can I do? 4 men in my face. Yeah, what am I gonna do, man? Because that's what actually happened to him. And Asteris right now, they're a little bit afraid of revealing the Roger's position. And even then, Roger, look at him. Look at how far back his position in the back lines for Asteris. Just because of the fact that they don't know where this divergence is going to come in as well. Astro Echo connects, only sees 2. Dur is going to link up with 2 guys as well. FMM taking a bit too much damage. He needs to get out as well. Bear looks for the counter play, but well, gets outplayed as well. JHH looks for the retribution. No, he misses the timing. It's going to be locked out. No backup from Asteris.
Yep, they get completely zoned out here. A heroic attempt from
divergence.
JHH.
No,
Right.
Oh my god, they are going to dive into the back lines here. The base exposed. They were looking for them to catch a pick right here, but okay. Very greedy play, but at the same time, Dirt takes a tier 3 up top. Asteris looks a little bit fumbled here. What do they do? You know what? Let's just go YOLO here. We're going to kill the CC, but no, the Vengeance just takes so much damage away from Asteris. Here comes the Roger. Okay. Scares off the Claude. He won't back off, but all the inhibitors have fallen thus far. Crystal down to a half HP. Lord still relatively healthy as well. Bear gets poked away. He's gonna go for the reset. KK not fights him with the flicker. Onic PH, they're looking for the push. Asteris, they're losing everyone, and James zoning them off from clearing the minions. And that's gonna be Onic PH taking Game 1 against the Singaporeans.
Yep, I mean, they had a strong endgame scenario. They really checkmated the Singaporeans this time around, making sure that their 10k lead was not going to waste, and off of that, Lord got a lot done. But that's only the very first game in this best-of-3 series. Asteris have taken a lot of learning points and at least relatively understand where this team is going to be putting their priorities and their resources into the draft.
Oh boy, what a way to see 2 different approaches coming from the Philippine region here on how they play this Lo Yi here. One for an element surprise, one for the element of efficiency, but at the same time, it's so versatile that you do not expect them to come from it. And guess what? The person that felt the biggest brunt of that fight was none other than, I would say, the gold laner here coming from
Asteris?
Asteris here. It's just, what can he do? Like, oh, I was farming very, very happily here. I'm right beside my tier 3 towers. Great. I'm farming and farming and farming. Boom. 5-man comes in. Okay, I'm dead. Yeah, nothing I can do about this.
Well, I think he should have been winning that lane a little bit harder, right? But Kakadu made sure that that level 1 was basically impossible for True How to actually win, right? So Kakadu just turning that 1v1 lane into a quick 2v1 just to get like Good Kid a quick way to level 3 with relative